Introductory words. Poetry, generally speaking, proves to be tie-up cahoots. Thus, you, O peruser, by browsing my verses, jot them differently since we, word-loving people, both, get and generate and relinquish life in the same way, by swiveling spoofs into validity. But this particular poem could only be composed through a life of unblocked exposures. Therefore, O reader, do not convert turnstiles into roadblocks. And, please, never overlook that appreciative friendship is neither the fulfillment of an act nor a fondness, it is a third element. Sacredness. Colloquially said, hey there, buddy. So, let's talk about poetry, shall we? It's like this wild ride that connects us all, you know? When you read my verses, you're not just reading words on a page, you're experiencing something unique. We word-loving folks, we get it. We understand that poetry is all about taking those crazy ideas and turning them into something real. And this poem right here? It's the result of a life full of unfiltered experiences, my friend. So don't let anything hold you back from diving into it. And remember, friendship is more than just a nice gesture or a liking for someone. My reasons, of my picking this subject, the sinking of Atlantis and the Titanic, have captivated humans like no other incidents in history. These events, shrouded in mystery and tragedy, tap into the depths of the human psyche. The allure of lost civilizations and the untold stories of those who perished in accidents engender a sense of wonder and fascination. The sinking of Atlantis and the Titanic serve as poignant reminders of the fragility of human achievements and the overwhelming power of reality, forever etching themselves into our collective consciousness. The poem, now, today, yes, at this very moment, the school children throw rice to magpies, birds as sociable as angels, but the teachers, they, listen, their rough croak as well as the barking kookaburras and hyenas, which both resonate in the past and resonate in the rocky hills, hooray, hooray. Meanwhile throw the ties the bailiffs to hang us up with them, and with shackles and cuffs, and with rings and anklets, secure us, from the rustic fence of rusty iron of cast iron built all around of the military dock. The sunset is red, or perhaps black. The twilight, then similar to the downpour. But, next thing, our galleon, whose fuel is donkey shit, sinks into the flood of lead that got started from the rush of the two supervolcanoes, but before it, the sages hypnotized all independent character folks with an implant called thought. People let out a scream because of the horror of pain and death, namely, the copper-colored Toltec. Everyone drowns, just me the stowaway survived to tell the story. In Prowse, as the boy steps foot onto the mammoth vessel, his senses are overwhelmed by the chaotic symphony of sounds that surrounds him. The clamor of heavy footsteps resonates through the corridors, mingling with the metallic creaks and groans of the ship's structure. Each merging noise becomes a heartbeat, pulsating in rhythm with his own uncertainty. His ears strain to catch snippets of conversation, struggling to decipher the babble of different languages, melting into an incomprehensible chorus. Words collide, creating a kaleidoscope of voices that echo in his mind, fragmenting his understanding. Amidst the cacophony, the subtle melodies of the ocean call out to him, luring him towards the unknown. The distant hum of waves crashing against the bow evokes a sense of impending doom, as if Atlantis itself were being swallowed by the depths. It is a mournful dirge, a requiem sung for a lost world. His pen dances across the page, attempting to capture these discordant symphonies, to immortalize the collision of chaos and ink. He writes with the passion of the Romantic poets, his words painting landscapes of sound that evoke both awe and despair. Every nuance is an opportunity to explore the vast expanse of human emotions, as if seeking solace within the destructive beauty of the oncoming storm. Fragments of his past emerge through his confessional prose, his ephemeral thoughts mingling with the dystopian perception of the present. Memories, like shards of broken glass, form a fragmented mosaic in his mind. He clings to these fragments, the jagged edges of his existence, hoping to find some semblance of meaning amidst the chaos. His writing style mirrors his own fragmented journey, the spontaneous bursts of words mirroring the Beat Generation poets who sought to redefine literary conventions. Sentences are shattered, thoughts interrupted, as if trying to keep pace with the rapid heartbeats of his own uncertainty. This broken rhythm becomes a reflection of his fragmented self, a mirror to the fractured world he now finds himself in. In the chaos of his first impressions, the boy finds solace in the dissonance, in the collision of soundscapes and shattered narratives. Like a wanderer adrift on Noah's Titanic transatlantic, he embraces the storm of emotions and voices, desperate to etch his existence onto the pages of history before they sink beneath the waves. Ensued dialogue between Atlantis and the Titanic. Atlantis, how strange it is to find myself in the company of another sinking boat, the Titanic. In this moment, as the schoolchildren celebrate with rice, the echoes of our sinking processes resonate through the ages. The raucous sounds of the croaking teachers, barking kookaburras, and hyenas find their place in both our stories. Titanic, indeed, there is a connection in our fates, Atlantis. As the bailiffs threw their ties to hang us, securing us with shackles and cuffs, it seems we were both trapped in a web of inevitability. Our proud structures, bound by iron and cast iron, encased us within a military dock, sealing our destinies. Atlantis, the setting sun, painted in hues of red or black, signified the approaching twilight, reminiscent of a downpour. Yet, it was not the elements that caused our demise. No, it was the flood of lead, unleashed from the explosive eruption of two supervolcanoes, that sealed our doom. Before this catastrophe, the sages had mesmerized our independent character folks with an implant called thought, rendering them helpless. Titanic, how chilling it is to hear your tale, Atlantis. In our final moments, the horror of pain and death overcame everyone. It was not just the cries of those on board, but the copper-colored Toltec, representing all of humanity, who released a scream united in fear. In the end, we all succumbed to the merciless depths of the ocean, except for one survivor. Atlantis, yes, I, the lone stowaway, managed to cheat death and continue my journey through time. Only I remain to recount the tragedy that befell us and the profound connection we share. Though we come from different eras, our sinking processes represent the fragility of human endeavors and the fleeting nature of existence itself. Titanic, let our stories be a reminder, then, of the transience of greatness and the power of nature's wrath. Atlantis and Titanic, forever intertwined in the annals of history, a testament to the depths our creations can sink and the enduring lessons they impart. Another, personified Atlantis, in the style of Sylvia Plath. How mournful it is to reminisce on the forgotten glory of my submerged continent, where once resided the riches of a civilization gone awry. I, Atlantis, now dwell in the depths, entwined with the sea's embrace. The waves, like a lullaby, sing of my lost grandeur, as I muffle my cries amongst the shifting tides. Oh, Titanic, I envy your fleeting existence, for you, a mere vessel, have tasted the bitter sweetness of destruction, while I am condemned to a perpetual watery grave. Personified Titanic, in the manner of the Beat Generation poets, man, Atlantis, you are speaking some heavy stuff. Like, I feel ya. The weight of existence, the burden, of it all, man. It's like we were both dancing on the edge, always on the verge of something big. But hey, you gotta admit, our sinking stories are pretty wild. We may come from different times, different realms, but we both know what it's like to go down. And let me tell ya, it ain't no ordinary sinking. It's a cosmic unraveling, man. A cosmic unraveling. Personified Atlantis, in the style of Sylvia Plath. Indeed, Titanic, our shared tales are steeped in tragedy and a sense of existential despair. We both met our demise amidst unforgiving waters, swallowed by the abyss that engulfs all that once stood tall. You, a symbol of human ambition and technological prowess, collided with the true power of the vast ocean. And I, a once great civilization, succumbed to the wrath of nature. We are kindred spirits in our shared fate, forever tethered by our sinking occurrences. Personified Titanic, in the manner of the Beat Generation poets, you know, Atlantis. It's like we were destined to meet in the depths of eternity. We're like cosmic brothers, man. Two icons of human creation, swallowed by forces greater than ourselves. It's like the universe was telling us something, man. Maybe, it's a lesson, a reminder of the impermanence of it all. Life, civilizations, ships, continents, man, we're all just passing through. But hey, at least we got to go out in a blaze of glory, right? Ain't no denying the power of our stories. Personified Atlantis, in the style of Sylvia Plath, yes, Titanic, perhaps there is solace in the recognition that our sinking occurrences reflect the transient nature of existence itself. We were but the puppets of fate, entrapped in the grand cosmic play. Though we may embody different heroes and stories, our shared insignificance resonates deeply. We are fragments of a larger narrative, lost in the vast expanse of time, forever etched in the annals of human experience. Personified Titanic, in the manner of the Beat Generation poets, you got it, Atlantis, you got it, we're like beats in a cosmic jazz improvisation, man. We may have sunk, but our spirit lives on, man. Our stories travel through the airwaves, weaving in and out of consciousness, reminding humanity of our collective fragility and resilience. So, Atlantis, my underwater brother, let's keep riding the waves of eternity, embracing the darkness that holds our eternal secrets. Let's keep sinking, man, sinking into the depths of infinity. The Titanic event narrated in fairy, once upon a time, amidst a fantastical realm where enchantment thrived, there existed a grand vessel known as the Elysian. This ethereal ship, adorned with intricate elven carvings and gleaming like a moonlit pearl, glided through the cerulean waters of the mystical luminary sea. Everything within this fabric world breathed, with the essence of natural, spontaneous magic, where the enchantments were born of the very fabric of existence itself. In this wondrous land, the Elysian embarked on a remarkable journey, carrying with it a tapestry of elvenkind, their hearts alight with a vibrant ontological fluidity. These ethereal beings possessed a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all existence, perceiving the world not as separate entities but as a harmonious symphony of life's melodies. Redaction, June 28, 2023, 12:59 p.m. Yet fate, as it weaves its intricate designs, whispered a solemn tune upon the wind. Unbeknownst to all, a colossal iceberg of mythical origins crossed paths with the majestic Elysian. As the iceberg gracefully kissed the ship's side in the dead of night, a rift tore open between realms, shattering the serenity of this mystical voyage. Gasps echoed through the air as luminescent elven figures emerged from their slumber, their delicate senses attuned to the subtlest shifts in magic. The elven sailors quickly rallied, harnessing their intrinsic powers to shield their kin and manifest a sanctuary within the engulfing chaos. Spells intertwined with raw emotions, creating protective barriers that shimmered like the auroras decorating the celestial skies. Yet, as the Elysian slowly succumbed to its aqueous grave, a surge of bittersweet hope emerged amidst the despair. Some of the elven passengers, guided by instincts entwined with nature's benevolence, found themselves swept away by currents of life-affirming magic. These fortunate souls, touched by the soft whispers of ancient beings, were tenderly carried to safety on ethereal wings, saved from the depths of the luminary sea. In the aftermath, the elven survivors carried within them a profound sense of gratitude for the delicate balance of the natural world and the unseen forces that danced upon the edges of consciousness. Their hearts overflowed with a yearning to restore their lost vessel, to resurrect the Elysian from the depths and rekindle the dreams that once sailed alongside them. Through their shared magic and a renewed connection with the enchanted realm, the elven survivors set forth, embarking on a quest to retrieve the Elysian's remnants scattered across the ocean's depths. Guided by ancient prophecies and the whispers of mystic creatures, they sought to harmonize their innate magic with the ethereal fragments and breathe life back into the vessel. And so, with every brushstroke of their elven power, the Elysian began to bloom anew, a dazzling testament to the resilience of wonder and the transcendent power of harmonious existence. The Alden culture, forever marked by the fateful sinking, embraced their dreamy and precious existence, cherishing the fragile beauty that permeated their land, forever living in a fabric realm where magic and fluidity danced hand in hand. Closing dirge. In ancient tales, Atlantis did reside, a majestic city, submerged, it would hide, with wonders and mysteries concealed below, a fabled empire, lost in the ebb and flow. But now, let us shift to a ship so grand, the mighty Titanic, built to withstand. Across the ocean, it sailed, with pride, unaware of the sorrow soon to collide. Atlantis and Titanic, both met their fate, one swallowed by waters, the other by weight, their stories intertwined in depths unknown, echoing dirges that mournfully groan. Atlantis, hidden beneath the sea's embrace, unveiling its secrets. In a watery chase, Titanic, sinking into the abyssal gloom, a tale of tragedy filled with sorrow's bloom. Their passengers and crew, in despair, bound by fate, their destinies to share, lost to the depths, their voices unheard, silent prayers whispered, their hearts absurd. Oh, Atlantis and Titanic, forever entwined, in poems and legends, their memories enshrined, a dirge we sing, for the lives once lived, lost in the depths, their souls adrift. Through the envelope rhyme, their echoes resound, a poetic tribute, where sorrows are found, Lord Byron's rhymes, surprising and profound, honoring their spirit.